If you are a light worker, you may feel as though you've always experienced the world differently from others. And the way you feel this way is because on some level, you are actually experiencing the world through a different perspective, or really through a different plane of existence, because light workers tend to have heightened energetic sensitivity, meaning that they are able to sense into the energy realms, the higher realms, much more easily than others, leading to this greater degree of understanding of human beings and the world at all of its levels and layers. However, this can also come with a dark side. It can also be very overwhelming to experience the world and even our own selves and our own physical life experience in such an intense way. So I do hope that this podcast reaches any light worker out there who may be struggling with some of the heavier or the darker sides of having this beautiful gift of both energetic sensitivity, being able to read energy, but also being able to shift energy in a profound way. So that's what we're going to be discussing in today's podcast. But first, I do want to introduce myself to anyone who is new here. If you are new, then welcome. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. If you are new here, then I do invite you to subscribe to this channel, or double check that you already are subscribed here, because by subscribing, you are actually virtually tuning yourself into this powerful, beautiful collective of souls here on YouTube. And this not only allows you to receive the energetic benefit of being connected in with these others, but also it allows me to more easily pick up on your energy and bring you more relevant content and videos in the future. Signs that you are a light worker, and some of these may really surprise you, or specifically, they may come as a surprise to the ego mind within each of us that sees everything at face value. Because very often within the things we believe to be the greatest so-called curses of ourselves or our lives are actually our greatest gifts and the greatest value and potential we have to bring into the world, because everything really does have two sides to it, and incarnating here on earth is really about us experiencing that contrast. And specifically for light workers, the contrast we come here to experience is the contrast between the light and the dark. Now, whenever we talk about the so-called darkness, what we're really talking about are our own shadows, the shadows within us, and specifically those wounds and patterns that are negatively affecting us but have become so familiar that they actually become absorbed into the subconscious or the unconscious mind. Now, we'll be talking a lot about the subconscious, because all of these so-called shadows, these negative dynamics, are only shadows because we are unconscious of them at times. And the process of light working is the process of bringing these shadows within our consciousness, or really our unconsciousness, into the lights of our consciousness. So be sure to explore my 7 chakra clearing subliminal in the pinned comment and description box as we really open this conversation about the subconscious mind and the process of light working, turning the unconscious into the conscious, because this subliminal is designed to assist you as a powerful spiritual being, as a light worker here on this planet, to really make these powerful energetic shifts by making them first within yourself, transmuting those so-called shadows, those negative patterns into light, into the lights of your consciousness, because it really is the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts and therefore our energy field. So as a light worker especially, it is so essential to address these negative energetic patterns from the inside out, from the subconscious mind first, because this is the roots of all of these patterns and dynamics that play out energetically. So I'm so passionate about subliminal meditation because subliminals are sound therapy meditation tools particularly designed to address and reprogram the subconscious mind, which again is 95% of our thoughts and therefore our energy as well. So this particular 7 chakra clearing will be really beneficial to you, and actually it's the one that I personally use and meditate with every single morning. And since beginning to use this last year, I've seen powerful results and shifts and changes in all areas of my life because it's designed to go through each of the 7 chakra centers and really pull out and release the most commonly experienced blockages in that particular chakra center to really allow you to re-magnetize yourself and your energy field for whatever you desire to create and attract in your life, but also to raise your consciousness overall. So this subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com, where I do have over 100 subliminals, as you can see on the screen. And I have subliminals created for all areas of life, so you can explore around the site and you can try out any of these subliminals, including this 7 chakra clearing, by creating a free trial account on my website. And all information on that is linked in the pinned comment and description box below this video. The first sign that you are a light worker is really contained within the word itself, light worker. The term light worker is learning how to work with the light, but of course, learning how to work with the light and to create more light within yourself and within the collective consciousness inherently involves having an understanding of the darkness. So very often, light workers have this crash course understanding of the darker side of humanity and of themselves by actually taking on, somewhat burdening their physical vessel and soul in a lifetime with an unusual amount of darkness. So the first sign you are a light worker is that you've experienced a lot of darkness, either within yourself, your personal life, your family, your community, your society, your life circumstances. Some area of your life has contained within it a lot of the so-called contrast of life, the darkness of life. And at times you may have felt as though this darkness was so heavy, it was weighing you down, it was really burdening you, but you kept going anyway. Something within you said, I am meant not to be weighted down by this darkness, but to push through it. You had this kind of resilient spirit within you, which was actually the strength of your inner light worker spirit that knew on some soul level you had chosen to take on this darkness to learn the process of changing the dark into light, what we call transmutation, and ultimately learning how to transmute the collective darkness into light as well, to be this beautiful beacon of light for the planet. The second sign that you are a light worker is that you have a heightened clairsentience. Clairsentience is one of the 5 clairs, but specifically this speaks to clear feeling, meaning you are someone who is able to clearly sense or feel energy from others and even from places, from environments, from objects. You have what we call an empathic ability, a natural empathic ability about you. So lightworkers will inherently also identify themselves as empaths because they are energetically sensitive. The only difference between an empath and a lightworker, although all lightworkers are empaths, not every empath will necessarily also identify as a lightworker, because someone who is a lightworker is someone who not only has this energetic sensitivity, but also the ability to shift energy, to change, to alter energy, and who comes to this planet to use that energy shifting ability to again shift the darkness into light, the unconsciousness into consciousness, beginning first with themselves. So that really leads me into the third sign. You are a light worker, which is you notice that you have a powerful energetic effects on the things, the people, the circumstances, and the environments around you. Now, this could show up in strange, small things that could vary from one person to the next, but a common example of carrying this very powerful, energetic impact about you is that you may notice that your energy has an effect on lighting, or on electronics, on machinery. So you might find that when you are in a bad mood or feeling really negative, kind of carrying this lower vibrational energy in a particular moment, you may feel as though things are just breaking down around you. Your phone might not work right. Your computer might suddenly stop working. Mechanical things might malfunction. You may also notice that when you pass a street lights or walk into a room, the lighting may flicker or shift. I know that some lightworkers specifically will notice that when they're driving past or walking past a street light, it will frequently seem to turn off or turn on. But again, this really varies from person to person, and it extends so far beyond mechanical things like lighting or electronics, and extends into having this energetic effect on people, on social environments. You may feel as though when you are in this positive, kind of high-flying, good mood and energetic space, you may walk into a room and feel as though your energy is lighting up the room. Now, alternatively, you may feel as though when you are in a more negative space, that negative energy you carry has an equally powerful effect. You might feel as though everyone around you suddenly seems to be also experiencing a lowered mood or lowered vibration as well. So this, whether you're experiencing it on the so-called negative side or the positive side, is an indication of the fact that you carry a very profound natural ability to shift energy, whether it's shifting the energy of a situation, another person, a social environment, or even machinery and electronics. Now, the thing about this ability to shift energy is that it doesn't just affect the external, it actually affects the internal plane of the lightworker themselves as well, which leads me to the fourth sign. You are a lightworker, which is that not only do you have this powerful impacts on others, on those around you, but you yourself experience your own life and your own energy to a more intense degree. So you may feel the highs and the lows of life and of your emotions more profoundly than you see other people experiencing these things. Because of this, lightworkers can often have very profound mood swings. They can feel like they're swinging from the highs to the lows, which comes for many different reasons. One being that they are simply so energetically sensitive to other people and environments and things that they sometimes unconsciously pick up these energies and then experience them in their own mind or within their own mood. However, this can also be because they are simply experiencing their own energy to a greater degree. And in the same way, lightworkers will also experience even things that are created by others, such as arts, literature, paintings, music, movies to a greater extent as well, because as they absorb these creative materials and things, they are not only sensing the thing at the surface level, but actually all of the emotion and intention put into it and fused into it by the creator themselves. And as a result of this, lightworkers may also find that they themselves are really drawn to the creative arts. So many lightworkers will have this natural ability to create music, artwork, paintings, physical kind of pieces of creation, whatever the case may be. Lightworkers have a natural ability to create because creating involves the reading and interpreting of energy into physical form, which comes very naturally for lightworkers as highly advanced spiritual beings who are naturally gifted with the ability to read, sense, and shift energy. Now, the last and perhaps one of the more chaotic or darker sides or signs of being a lightworker is that you may actually attract darkness into your life in the form of people who may be struggling with a lot of their own darkness, or in terms of events or experiences that could feel very dark or chaotic at times. Now, when this darkness comes in the form of a person who we will refer to as a wounded soul here, so a soul who has experienced some form of darkness in their own life that they are struggling to break through. Very often, these so-called wounded souls will actually gravitate to lightworkers, which in essence is you calling them in on a higher self level for healing. Because again, lightworkers have this natural ability to shift energy, therefore to even heal the energy of others. So oftentimes lightworkers will find themselves feeling as though they are falling into this role of healer or emotional support or therapist for others around them, or even attracting in people who are struggling with a lot of their own darkness. And this happens because on this higher self level, your higher self is calling in these wounded souls who need a little guidance or assistance in life, because there is this mutual understanding on the higher self level that you have the ability to shift their energy, or to help them shift their energy or the energy of their situation. Now, with that being said, it is really essential for you as a light worker, if you are resonating with these signs, to really take care of your beautiful, energetic self and your energy body. Because although you do have the powerful, beautiful ability to transmute energies, to transmute darkness in others and in the world, you also do experience all of this darkness to the extremes and can find yourself absorbing it at times, which is why it is so essential to take the time for yourself to clear your own energy. Energetic hygiene is so important, especially as a highly empathic light worker soul. So again, I do have a 7 chakra clearing subliminal meditation that is really powerful to incorporate into your daily routine as someone who identifies as a light worker, to really clear out any negative energies within you or that you've absorbed from others on a daily basis. So the link to this 7 chakra clearing is in the pinned comment and description box. If you do feel like you are resonating with this podcast and would like to learn more about this powerful energetic tool. So with all of that being said, I do hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Be sure to leave me a comment and let me know if you feel that you are a light worker, if you are resonating with any of these signs or symptoms of being a light worker, because I do always love hearing from you and just building this really strong sense of community through the comment sections under these videos. So thank you so much for being here, for being a powerful co-creator here on this channel. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. And I will talk to you again in the next video.